Good morning, everyone. My name is Rick Marrera, and I'm sitting in my front porch having my coffee. It's about 8:30 in the morning on Sunday, the 23rd. So I'm going to take you into the backyard, and I'm just going to show you some plants. I have a couple of things up here that I want to show you. And good morning, and then we'll move on to the backyard. There's Swiffer over there doing her morning bath, and so yeah, I live in a really nice neighborhood of houses that were built in the 30s and 40s, and these are mostly Sears Arts and Crafts um, houses. So they all have like front porches and back alleys, and there's a lot of garden enthusiasts in the neighborhood. So it's quite fun. So let me just show you a couple of things that I have in bloom up here in the front porch, and we'll move on to the backyard. This guy I picked up at, see if you can see, it's orange, so I had to have it. I picked up at Artstone, and it's called Ascasenda Vibum Sunset. And it's not fragrant, but it's quite beautiful. So, yeah, so I have my mango tree. You can see all the mangoes. And see down the street, everyone has a lot of plants in the front yards and the backyards and stuff. I do most of my gardening in the back. I don't do a lot of the stuff in the front, which I should, but I'll get to it someday. So, and if you notice this night blooming cactus, or some kind of cereus, is budding up. So these moonflowers, they call it, I think, they bloom for like a night and that's it. So, and I will get up in the middle of the night and record it so you guys can see it in my future video, because it's quite a sight. So all right, let me go in the backyard, and I'm sure Swiffer will follow me back there, and we'll give you a little tour. And here we are at my side gate. You guys are pretty familiar with what's right behind here, but this is my garden entrance. And I'll start out with the seed pod update. They are turning a little yellow, so that means they should be about 2 weeks from popping. These came on about a couple weeks after those, and they're still green, as you can see. So they're probably about 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks from popping. And the poor plant keeps on blooming still. So it is definitely a hard-working Hoya. As you can see, it has 10 seed pods at least. So, and let me I'm gonna just randomly go over a bunch of stuff, and then I know I have picked out a Jennifer and a Germany to do a side-by-side comparison. So yeah, this guy is so beautiful. I had it for a couple years and I lost the tag, but I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to my orchid fixer at Artstone, and I'm sure he knows. And that's a beautiful, it looks like a Cattleya nudosa type orchid cross. And this over here, another lost tag. I got this as a bag baby. I think it's one of the Volcano Queens. And the flowers actually look better as they age, and they last quite a long time. So there's, on this spike, there's 4 buds and 3 are opening up. So it's quite beautiful and very fragrant. And there's a crowd pleaser. It's this Hoya SR 2007-13. It's one of Cerisa Summer Days finds, and it's some type of verticillata. from Loy province. So, and the leaves get about 9-10 inches long sometimes, and they're very, very splashy for those who are into that. So I like that one a lot. There's the Meredithii. It's putting out some nice growth points there. That's always exciting. And I've had this Phalaenopsis for a long time, and I love the yellow and the red contrast on it. And it's a very, very prolific bloomer. What else we got here? Yeah, this is the new leaf of Orchida IML 1529, I believe. And it's quite veiny. And in the wintertime, when it gets a little sun, it gets really, really red. If you go back a few videos, you'll see. And of course, it has a bunch of other spikes coming out, so I'm excited about that one. And another thing that I never thought I'd own a Hoya that had flowers that would last longer than 3 weeks. And this is Hoya occultata. And I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk about it because I've been featuring it in my last 3 or 4 videos. But if you go back, you see the first time it opened was like over 21 days ago. So really kind of nice to have a Hoya last that long. And Hoya Saricana, that also featured in the previous video, and I did some hybridizing, I hope, and it looks like it might take. I hope it works. Yeah, so Swiffer did decide to come back here. And let's see. This, another lost tag. It's some Hoya. It's really, really beautiful with the spots. Really nice. And then back here, the philodendrons are finally putting out some nice new growths. This is the queen with 2 new leaves. And let me just show you the cast. Has some really big leaves. As you can see, the leaf is probably, 10 inches long. It's bigger than my hand. And let's see what's back here. Oh, I wanted to show you this Philodendron pulmonii. For the longest time, I bought this about 6 months, and it only had this leaf. But just recently, it started unfurling a brand new leaf, and it just looks amazing. You see the ruffled stem petiole there, but it is such a great foliage plant. And since we're here, we get little. This guy is a BC hippodamia. I didn't think it was going to bloom at such an early age, but it's really a easy. This is like a 3-inch pot, not even, maybe 2-inch pot, and it's already in bloom. So it's a giver, so I like those. And my Chaco keeps on putting out these really beautiful leaves too. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I have this Cataseum that I bought, I think a couple weeks ago, Cataseum macroglossum, and it's in spike, which I'm kind of excited. I wasn't expecting it. So that'll be exciting. Swiffer likes to find little sunny spots in the yard in the morning. It's not that cold back here. It's probably like 75 already at 8:30. I'll show you, like, all these Hoyas are like just growing into one another. We got Hoya Hanhaye pink, and this is fungi. I really like when the fungi get a little more sun. You can really see how veiny they get. And they're quite stunning. And Wymanii turtle shells. The color is just stunning on those. A few years ago, people used to call this like the orange peel Hoya. I haven't heard that term used in a while, but I still remember. And let's go and visit Hoya Swiffer's treat. She sits by the fountain. She has a bunch of new growth points that I'm excited about. And that leaf is gorgeous, and it has the Clemensorium daddy red line in the back. So it's really a beautiful Hoya. And the Madnilla is still going. And let me just take you over to show you my Miltonia. I brought it out here. It seems to be doing okay, even though it's a little hot. And my beautiful species Tangamus from Indonesia is putting out some nice new growths. And it bloomed for me this year already, and in the same peduncle. It is, let's see if I can focus on it. It looks like it is going to bloom again. So, and I wanted to show you going over here. Find it. This is Hoya Janine. She's getting a little lighter. She's very green at the beginning. And then there's this Graham orchid. It's a miniature, they call it a dwarf. I have a full-size Grammatophyllum, I think that's what they call. A Graham scriptum dwarf cross sibling. And it's been in bloom for like almost 3 weeks. And the flowers look very similar to the full-size one that's in spike right now. And then it has a couple more spikes on that. And here we are. We have a Hoya Jennifer and a Hoya Germany. And I just want to do a little closer up so that you can see how different they really are. Jennifer usually gets pretty good sized leaves, you know, about 2-3 inches wide, 7 inches long at their longest. They have some nice venation as well. And the flowers are very unique as well. They look like a Phenosonii because that's one of their parents. I actually I don't remember who the other parent is, but it's very different than Hoya species Germany right here, because Hoya species Germany will put out like these gigantic leaves, and they're, as you can see, much wider. They're like 4 or 5 inches, and their veining is quite different. There's quite a variety of leaves. Look at this, how beautiful this leaf is. And see, the newer leaves are a little smaller, but the veining is a lot more raised veining compared to the veining on the Jennifer, which is, you know, pretty flat. The veining here is definitely a lot more raised. So These two are both beautiful, easy growing plants. See, you can see the neighbors are already acting up, and it's only 9 in the morning. Yeah, so people have asked me about these two, so I decided to do a side-by-side comparison so that you can look for yourselves. And I think that's going to be it for today. The neighbors are waking up and they're already like making noise and doing their thing. So I just want to end with wishing everyone a wonderful Sunday and a great week ahead. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope you come back next week when I post another update. So have a great day, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.